ready for your weekly dose of pop culture with Kenny and Kenny. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture. And it's one of those weird and wonderful weeks when it's actually a show that features Kathy and Kenny. And let's back the camera up just a little bit.
Yeah.
So you can catch both of us and hopefully you can hear both of us. And hopefully
our father will
the
turn
folks
down his
listening
volume.
in the same room will do so with headphones so we don't get that feedback. Because you'd be able to hear it. That would not be good. So it's one of those weird weeks where we're actually in the same room together.
This is like the third time this year we've done this.
I think is this the third or fourth?
Third time.
No, we did it two times in a hotel, didn't we?
No, one time in the hotel.
Okay, one time in the hotel.
And one time in the basement.
And one time in the
This
basement.
doesn't even sound kosher. It doesn't sound like a family show anymore.
So we actually came out of the basement and now we're upstairs. And are you gonna actually
I'm trying to get it so I can share it on my page.
Okay. So he's working to share it. And see, unfortunately, usually in most weeks, okay, again, you want to put the volume on mute. Most weeks it's two screens. So when he's off doing something, I can actually switch screens. But again, we're in one of those weird places where we're in the same room at the same time, hopefully talking about the same thing. And the reason that we're here is because it was in celebration of Father's Day and actually our father's birthday. Mm-hmm. And we had some special guests and a special surprise trip. Yep. So driving all the way down from New Jersey, not only did my brother make it down here to see my dad and wish him a happy, 79th birthday.
I don't know if you want it out there like that.
Well, it's out there like that. And along with my brother's son, George, along with his son. So we had a whole generational
so we had the 4 generations
thing happening here. So that was kind of cool. And we actually got to recreate. I probably should have gotten the original picture. That would have been cool if I had the original picture and then the picture that we tried to kind of imitate.
Yeah.
I probably should get the original picture.
The original picture's over there somewhere.
Well, here's the picture that we just took. So we used that for our thumbnail of 4 generations of Walker men.
There you go.
That's kind of scary.
Mm-hmm. Look at that good looking one in the middle. The one with the black shirt on.
Where?
The one with the black shirt on.
Where?
The good looking one with the black shirt.
Where?
Who's on first?
Okay. All right. So again, for those of you watching, welcome to the show. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Kathy and Kenny talk pop culture, something we do every Saturday night around 8:30 for a few minutes. A little late starting today. So we thank you for being with us. We want to say hi and happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
Yes,
so
Father's Day.
If you are a dad out there, let us know in the comments so that we can shout you out.
Yes.
So did you want to bring on our guest first or talk about some movies? Or
whatever you want to do. Let's bring on our guest first. Fellas.
They don't want to come on.
They take it like they know, like they're sitting in the room and we're setting up and they're sitting in the room at the same time. Hold on. Let me.
All right, come on in the back.
All right. Okay, you gonna go back me? Okay, I'm gonna go right here. Dad, you can sit right there. You sit right there.
All right.
Hey. I don't see myself though. What's going on?
It's called a delay.
The big screen doing a delay.
Okay.
And that's, see? Now you see yourself?
So, you're going to be right here.
There we go. There's the big guy.
Now you can see yourself. But you're looking at that. You're looking at that.
That's what we're
looking camera.
At. Okay. Yeah, we should have prepped them.
So,
Take off the glasses so there won't be no reflection on them.
So it's kind of like a pop culture show hangout. We talk about, we talk about different things in pop culture. Since it's Father's Day, we're talking pop culture dads. What's your favorite pop culture? I guess Kenny has a list of cartoon dads, but just any pop culture dad that you guys have that's a favorite of yours.
I always liked the Bill Cosby show.
All right.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Hey.
You have not canceled Bill out. George?
I'm gonna go with Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil
Oh,
from
yeah.
Fresh
Fresh
Prince.
Prince.
of
Oh,
Bel-Air.
Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Here's a little
I
story.
think he's the unofficial dad of Will Smith, and I mean,
The dad
just
of
all
Kulture.
around good guy. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm
Uncle
going with
Phil.
Uncle Phil.
So now Kenny had a topic of cartoon dads. Any cartoon dads you like?
I mean, Fred Flintstone was a terrible dad. I think.
No, yabba dabba
He
do.
loved Pebbles.
I know Fred Flintstone's a good dad.
Okay.
What about well, I have a whole bunch of dads here that I was talking about, but I guess the ultimate dad would have to be if I went to the top of the list, I would go for the ultimate dad of being Mufasa.
From the Lion King.
Mufasa. Ooh. Mufasa. Ooh.
I'm gonna go same actor, different dad. Darth Vader.
Ah,
Wow.
ouch. That's
Yeah.
You're going against the grain on purpose.
I am. Yeah.
anything to be different.
I tell you what, as a pop culture, Dad, why don't you tell us one of you like you're a father and what is give me a good story about being a dad. The Reader's Digest version.
Reader's Digest. I guess the best thing about being a dad is raising kids that turn out well, and I'm proud of the way you guys have turned out. Over the years.
He's saying that because we're on camera.
I'm telling the truth. I'm trying to tell the truth anyway.
You're trying.
Now, George, you're a new dad, so what do you
I
think
am.
about fatherhood so far?
Oh man, it's been good so far. I mean, I like it a lot. I think the best part now is like seeing what I put you guys through,
Oh wow.
and then now he's putting me through it. So now if I feel the karma. So yeah.
Feel the karma.
Yeah.
That's something every dad could put on a t-shirt. Feel the karma. Oh, I got my new t-shirt. My next t-shirt is Feel the Karma. Yeah.
Okay. And now, George,
Yeah.
what is the one thing you want to be able to teach your son?
I think to just always do what's right, do the right thing, and then marvel over DC.
Okay.
Marvel
Well,
over DC.
He's not in the podcast anymore.
What?
That
I would agree with them. Marvel over DC. Anytime.
Okay, so this is
any
now
day.
the Kitty Talks Pop Culture podcast because they don't know what you're talking about. Okay, hey Dad, let me tell you something. In 1960 something, when you first found out you were going to be a dad, and you had this one, what was your thoughts about being a dad?
Well, I was proud. I did some stupid things. I remember I went in. I thought I was eating butter or doing something with butter, and it was really something much stronger than butter, and different things like that. But having kids at a young age. I was 21 when Kathy was born. It was great. And then you mess up 2 years later. I was watching one of my friends from high school play professional football, Leroy Kelly, and you happened to pop up. Germantown Hospital with you, But other than that, it's been good.
Because the story was, I was born on a Sunday, and my dad was in the middle of a football game.
Yeah, that's it.
And he had to stop and come to the hospital for me.
How could you?
I think he's been mad at me ever since. So, but yeah. So, that being said,
What was your favorite part of
being a dad? Yeah.
my favorite part of being a
'Cause now
dad?
you're a granddad, so you've kind of
Yeah, I
plateaued
know.
now.
Yeah.
So what was it?
My favorite part about being a dad is my favorite part of being a dad is like the relationship I have with my kids, like with you and the girls and everything. The relationship I have, like I have a very tight relationship with you guys, and that's my favorite part of being a dad. That's my favorite part of being a dad.
Good deal.
Not bad.
So yeah, and the girls, like you and the girls.
We're gonna have to call this a very special Kathy Kitty.
A sentimental.
Explains pop
Kathy and Kenny
culture.
explain my culture, and that's very, it's very touching to me. The relationship I have with my kids, very touching to me. I cherish it a lot. I also get. It's also touching to me that my stepdaughter still calls me dad, even though I'm divorced and everything. Like she considers me a dad. Period. That's it. So that's very touching to me. It makes you feel like you did something right. But yeah, it's very rewarding having that close bond and relationship with my kids.
It's a good answer.
Even if my son prefers anybody over Batman. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah. I mean, I do.
Batman can beat everybody.
Yeah. All right. I don't know. So you guys going to talk about the best dads
And yes, I got
in history? I don't know.
In history?
Yeah. What about Frankenstein? Dr. Frankenstein?
Oh, Dr. Frankenstein.
Well, yeah, he was kind of a dad.
Okay.
Is he not on there?
I see.
He's not on the list.
I don't know.
He was a dad.
I mean,
Well,
had
he
a-
does have Pinocchio on the list. So if you're going to count
Yeah, if you have Geppetto, you
as a
gotta
dad,
have Dr. Frankenstein.
why
No,
not?
well, these are cartoons. There's no cartoon of Frankenstein.
There is
This
a
is
Frankenstein
It's
cartoon.
literature.
Oh, I can't get him to talk literature on Kathy and
man.
Kenny Explain Pop
So we're
Culture.
skipping Macbeth.
Oh,
That's a good
oh.
father story.
Oh my goodness, that's right.
Yeah.
Talk about
Father
what?
story. I'm gonna sit over here and act like I'm not even in the show because you.
so we can get some
I'm just trying to
Macbeth
help.
or some Shakespeare or just all the dads.
I know some Shakespeare.
I'm like lost for words with this because y'all talking above me.
I am skipping
Yeah.
over top of
But
you.
that's all right. I'll deal with it. When
Well,
I can come in,
I
I'll come
almost
in.
feel like Kenny. Here, I'll let you come in because this way, it's an all dad show,
No, you should stay there.
Yeah, you should stay there, Ken.
and I'll just work the board.
Okay. All right, here you go. All right, now, so, and talking about dads, do we have anybody? Nobody no comments? Okay. Nobody no comments? Nobody on? Okay, we got a couple people there.
me here.
Okay, you can't see it. Okay, so yeah, and talking about dads, I guess the best part about being a dad is, what's really cool because we decided to surprise my dad for Father's Day and his birthday and come down here, and we just took that picture you saw, and I've been waiting so long to take that picture since Milo was born, and we took the picture, and now I'm ready to go home.
Yeah, you just out of house and home, so that won't hurt for you to go home. I won't miss you.
Yeah, well, we had ribs for dinner. I'm gonna take some of those with me when I go.
Oh Lord.
We'll take some of the ribs. The ribs are good. Kathy, is Milo asleep?
He's hopefully.
Okay.
I'm hoping soon.
Okay. I thought we could get him on.
All right, some more pop culture dads. I just thought of another one. I started, not didn't start, but a couple of years ago, I got really into Sanford and Son.
Fred Sanford?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Fred Sanford was a fun dad. I don't know how good of a dad he was.
Drink a lot of wine.
Yeah, he drank a lot of wine. Ripple.
Yeah,
Ripple. He drank Ripple.
yeah.
I guess George Jefferson would be a good dad too.
What he?
George Jefferson. He had
have
Lionel. Yeah, Lionel.
Yeah, he had a business.
He had his own business.
Got something.
Matter of fact, he had his own maid even.
Yeah, he had a maiden business.
Yeah.
And then, I think one of the classic dads on TV would have to be James Evans Jr. No, James Evans. Rather.
Who's that?
Good times.
I really did. I did a bad job of raising them. Apparently, that's Good Times.
Okay.
Good time.
Is that
Anytime you need
No
a
singing.
table.
No singing.
It was an old album.
No, it's a TV show. Good
I
time.
know, good time.
Miss Robinson's watching.
I'm gonna go be a
Okay.
good dad and go check on that.
Hey,
baby
Cookie,
screen.
how you
Hey, Miss Robinson. How you doing? You gonna do what, George?
I'm gonna go check on the baby.
Oh, it's okay. So this is the Father's Day show, and we're talking about Father's Day things. And we were talking about that. My dad started a TV dad show, talking about TV dads. And he said Bill Cosby. George said the Fresh Prince, father, Uncle Phil. What the heck is what?
What did you say, Kenny?
I said I said Good Times.
Mhm.
James Evans. would be a good dad. I started the show and I made a list of cartoon dads that we could talk about, but nobody seems to be interested in my cartoon dads.
Personally, I don't know who they are. I'm not up.
I,
I'm not
I, I
into
know, I
cartoons.
know you don't know who they are. Miss Cookie says, "Hey, I'm surprised we don't have Lisa listening today."
Maybe you weren't on time.
We
Yeah,
didn't come on time.
Yeah, we started a little
So we
late.
just started late.
we
That was
started a
my
little late.
fault.
Yeah.
Bad
It was
cat.
nobody's fault. We were just eating, having a good time, and taking pictures, and as a family getting together, and we got to do the podcast and get ready for the podcast today. So,
But the only thing I would like to say is, as a dad, I was really shocked yesterday. My birthday was on Thursday, 17th, and Kenny told me, he called me and he said earlier during the week, he said, "You're gonna get a package on Friday. Somebody should be dropping off a package." And I said, "Okay." So I'm waiting for this package and waiting for this package, and the doorbell rang. And I said, "Maggie, go open the door." I said, "That's probably the package." And she wouldn't move. I didn't know why she wouldn't move. So when I go outside, here's George, Jesse, his wife, baby, Milo, and Kenny standing outside my house. I was shocked. Really a kicker. So I got about 3 or 4 days of visitors, and it's really great, to be surprised like that.
I guess now's a good time to tell you I didn't bring a birthday gift or a Father's Day gift.
Yeah, I think I already realized that. But oh yes, you did. You bought the tasty cakes.
Okay.
You
And
bought
then
the
he ate
tasty
them.
cakes, and he
Then I
wanted
ate
to eat them up.
Then I
But,
ate them. I bought because they don't have tasty cakes down here. I bought tasty cakes.
they got them, but they might be a couple days old.
And then I ate them. I only ate one.
But the kids came down and they went in the swimming pool out back and swam a little bit. When I say kids, I mean George, his wife, and the baby, because my babies wouldn't get in; it was too cold.
I'm not a
Kenny
baby.
just put his feet in.
I put my feet in, but it got kind of cool by the time I got home because I actually went to a Juneteenth event here in Statesville, North Carolina, and I did some spoken word for the event. So that's why I was out doing that. And then they came back. The kids came back before I did, and then because I was going to read again, but they were kind of
It's hot out there.
It's hot out there. I had to come home. It was hot. I'm too old to be out there in the heat. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I have too much of this to be out in the heat. That's pretty much.
Well, also, I just like to say that I could be on the show because I've been under the weather a little bit. I had an illness and I was in the hospital for like 29 days, and I did 3 hospitals. I went from Statesville to Winston-Salem, all the way to Durham, which is about over 100 miles away. And I was in Duke Hospital in Durham for like 2 or 3 weeks. And finally, I'm back home and I'm recovering. I'm walking around and everything. I got a couple bed sores, but I'm dealing with that. But feel good to be back home. The only thing I can't do is I can't drive, because of I'm getting home care, and if they catch me driving, which I'm not driving, then that would be into my home care. But other than that, I feel great.
Disclaimer: he's not driving.
No,
he's not driving.
They wouldn't let me drive. The day I had to go out to the bank, and my grandson took me to the bank and everything.
Well, here's the thing too. Last week, calls me up talking on the phone. Oh, I'm getting around without my cane. I'm getting around without my walker. And I'm trying to see if I could drive. And I'm like, Dad, you don't have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
You got nowhere to go. Like, slow your roll. There's no need to drive. You got nowhere. Like, where you going?
Yeah. It's amazing. I just turned 79 and retired at 58 because I've been retired for 21 years. This end of this month, 21 years retired. So. And when I say retired, me and Maggie both retired the same day, end of June of 2000. And we've been down here since July 1st of 2000. We had a house built and moved in July. And then I think a year or two later, along comes Kathy from New York. So she's been here with us. And then we have
you guys been here for like 21 years.
Yeah. And then we have a guest that comes every so often. Sometimes it's him. Sometimes it's his girls. Now he brought his son. Well, his son had been down years ago. So they pop in on us, So, but life is good, and I'm glad to still be here, And I'm sorry I can't add more to this pop culture, but I'm just not into the, what they want to talk about, But I'm glad they're here, and proud to have them as being my kids, and I'm happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and it's just a little added thing. Statesville usually has a big Juneteenth where we block off streets and have 3 days of celebration. We haven't done it for the last 2 years because of the pandemic, but God willing, we'll be back strong next year and have our 3 day event. And, block off the streets, and give away prizes, and have some good food and everything else, and good entertainment. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be sponsored by Juneteenth Committee, which is also sponsored by Impact, which is a men's club who has a 501c privileges to run that show. And I'm looking forward to that. Other than that, I think I'm done. I don't have anything else.
All right. Dad, thanks for coming on. Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture.
Okay.
And me and Kathy are going to finish up with some stuff here. We're going to go with my cartoon list now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
I made
Good
that
luck with
cartoon
that.
list. I'm going to follow through with
I said,
okay?
good luck with the cartoon.
No problem. No problem. All right, let's hear it from my dad. And we're going to bring Kathy back in a minute here. And Kathy can explain pop culture. Now, usually, hey, Rico, how you doing? Thanks for joining us on Kathy and Can Explain Pop Culture. Okay, so, and Rico's dad. Happy Father's Day, Rico.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy
to
Father's Day,
fathers.
Rico. Yes, happy Father's Day to the fathers.
Sorry,
It's okay.
I was listening and throwing in sound effects when I was off camera.
Okay.
But we were going to talk some movie cartoon dads. Is that what?
Yeah.
Because I know we went back and forth a little bit last week about girl dads or whatever. But okay, let's talk about them.
Okay. So the first movie I have here is Meet the Robinsons.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you also, because usually I have a camera that's plugged up to power, but I'm operating on a battery. So I hope we get through the show. So we might have to cut short. But again, we thank you guys who hang out with us for hanging with us. I know we started a little late today, but again, we have family. We had a lot of stuff going on, but we did want to come and bring you a little bit of pop culture for your Saturday night. Meet the Robinsons.
Meet the Robinsons. Basically, this is the one where everybody says to him, like, I don't think this is going according to plan.
Okay,
I don't think this was thought out too well.
Mm-hmm.
This one where a kid went back in time to get his dad to fix a time problem that he had. His dad was an inventor and a scientist, and the kid actually hung out with his dad for a day.
Okay.
Meet the Robinsons. So
okay, not as familiar with that one.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, who was the dad? Do you know the actor who played the dad?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I do not know the actor who played that.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to stump you. I know you came up with
did.
this.
Well, we were having a good day all day. I put the list together kind of quick.
Okay.
Hotel Transylvania. Adam Sandler played the dad in Hotel Transylvania, and it's about a vampire and all the other monsters that get together with the vampire, and all the monsters come to his hotel to stay. His big castle's a hotel, and his daughter, who is a vampire, falls in love with a human, and that was the whole thing of it. The daughter falls in love with a human. And that's just what it is. And he doesn't want that to happen at first because he's a human. He's not a monster.
Right. Okay.
And then in the second Hotel Transylvania, they have a kid. So
it's a sequel. It's a whole franchise.
Yeah.
And I figured you would know the cartoon ones. Being a dad, you've had to sit through and watch these cartoons.
Yes.
Gotcha. I get it. Because when you say Adam Sandler, my first thought is Big Daddy, which I guess is not a cartoon; it's a live action movie where he plays a father.
He plays the voice
I love that
character.
movie. That's
Big
my
Daddy?
favorite. Yeah,
I don't think I've seen
Adam
it
Sandler.
once in my life.
Oh, you gotta see that; it's worth watching.
I've seen
again.
it once. I was impressed.
It's good.
I was impressed. I put Beauty and the Beast on there because it's about the Beauty and the Beast. But one of the things that gets her in all the trouble is her love for her dad. Because she chased herself in to get her dad out of the Beast's prison.
Oh, okay.
So it was all about the dad, and the dad wanted to go back and get her. It was a stretch. I'm sorry.
That's what we call a stretch.
I'm gonna go to the next one, which is Pinocchio.
Oh, sorry.
The wooden boy and his dad.
That was
made
the creepy
him.
one.
Yeah.
George was even talking about it.
Yeah,
that's a little creepy.
Geppetto made Pinocchio, and
okay, so you're this old guy. You're a cobbler. you're fiddling with wood, and you got to make yourself a boy. I'm just saying. I mean, no judgment, but a little creepy. But go ahead. Let's go on. Let's go on. Let's move
I'm
on.
gonna skip over. I'm gonna skip over
Little
this one.
scary.
I'm gonna move this one towards the end. Despicable Me.
Despicable Me. That's the one with the minions.
Yeah.
Right,
the Minions.
okay.
That's the one. With the
I
Minions.
love me some
And
minions.
Despicable Me. He is a villain, and he adopts these kids, and he becomes their father, and he tries to go good because he's a villain, really, and he adopts these kids, and he's
Steve
despicable.
Carell, right?
Steve Carell
Steve
was
Carell, okay.
was the voice behind that character, and he was the dad in that. The Incredibles.
Okay. Oh, I love the Incredibles.
Yes, the first Incredibles was basically centered around the dad,
Mhm.
Mr. Incredible, who
Was having an identity crisis, or
he had to quit being a superhero
Mhm.
because all the superheroes were like getting sued. So he had to quit being a superhero, and then he married Elastigirl, and they had kids. As what's the villain of that movie? Oh man, I forgot the villain's name. But as he caught the whole family trying to escape, he's like, "Listen, you married Elastigirl and got busy," which was like kind of it's a kids movie, and he goes, "You married Elastigirl and got busy," and it's like, okay, I don't know if the kids know what get busy means. It's okay, you know.
Well, a lot of those cartoons cross those lines
Well, yeah.
because they can. Because hey, little kid sitting in there,
You know what? That's a
Milo
show.
was asleep. Huh?
That's a show.
No, that's not really
Cartoons
a
that
show.
cross the line.
Not really a show. Okay, go on the
Okay.
next one.
Next one, Finding Nemo, about
Oh,
a very
yeah.
protective dad with a little fish as a son. Of
Mm.
course, he's a fish, father fish. Little, for Nemo, and he doesn't want his son to get eaten, which is he's so small, it's inevitable. So he tries to save his son from get eaten, and and he tries to save his son. And by some miracle, these fish that the son, meets while he's getting caught, devises plan to get in bags and jump out of the fish tank. Only in cartoons.
Only in the cartoons.
Only in cartoons. The next one, the dad wasn't in this one, but the dad was a pivotal point in this one. There's a newer cartoon called Onward.
Mm.
Onward.
I don't think I've seen this.
Yeah,
one.
Onward is a great cartoon.
Is it a Disney or
It's a Disney.
another? Okay.
It's a Disney, and
Because I'm imagining I could see it on Disney Plus.
yeah, it's on Disney Plus. It's about two young guys whose father died when the oldest one was a baby or a little toddler, and before the youngest one was born, and it's like this fairy tale world of And what they did was they lost all their magic, so they became regular people like us, but it's still like unicorns and fairies and everything else. The fairies don't fly, the unicorns don't run, the unicorns are driving cars and everything. So it's that kind of world. And
whoa. He says unicorns are driving cars, and
Yeah.
that's supposed to be normal.
Yeah, that's normal to them
Oh, okay, all right.
because
got
they
you.
lost all the magic. They're
Oh.
a magical place that lost all their magic.
Okay,
But the father, apparently, before he died, he was into magic and nobody knew about it. And he left them a note, or when the youngest one turned 16, he gave them his wand,
hmm
and it was a special gem in it. And the wand was set so that he would appear to them for 24 hours to hang out with them after death for 24 hours. It's a regeneration spell. And the spell got messed up, so the dad only appeared from the waist down. So they had to put dad on a leash to lead him around to find the other gem to make the spell go through the whole day.
So wait, they're carrying around half his body on a leash.
Yeah, the legs could walk and everything.
Okay, but that seems so creepy to share with kids. That
Well,
seems a little
we-
creepy.
we-
Just me.
When you think about it, it is a little creepy. It is a little creepy. The next one I mentioned earlier, The Lion King, which is all about Mufasa. Mufasa.
Mufasa.
Ooh.
Oh, Sasso is Mustafa, but I'm
Mufasa.
always pronouncing things
Yeah,
wrong.
Mufasa is like the main lion, and he is he dies basically, but he was a good father to Simba. before he died.
Yeah, he.
Yeah, he's a good father. His brother Scar killed him.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen
The Lion
if you
King.
haven't seen Lion King, his brother kills him.
Yeah, because
You'll be here.
we can hear you over here, but that's okay.
Okay, the last one I want to talk about, I'll say this one for last because this is a very special movie to me and a very special movie to George. The Goofy movie.
Oh, not the Goofy movie.
The Goofy movie. You want to talk about the Goofy movie?
Okay.
Okay. I want to talk about the Goofy movie. Come on up.
Goofy movie is one of the most important father-son films of all time. It is seminal in the catalog of paternal relationships, I'll say. And it actually, you can look this up, it is actually the blackest Disney movie ever created.
Well, there's Princess and the Frog.
It's blacker than Princess and the Frog. And
Wait. Talk about how is Goofy movie black? The blackest.
Well, it features Tevin Campbell singing. And I know that, they're all anthropomorphic animals. A lot of times you can tell which way they were going with it. It's a very black movie, I'll say that. I'll tell you what, you watch Goofy movie and tell me that's not a black movie, and I'll disagree with you.
And I take it this is on Disney Plus too, because
Yes,
I've never watched the Goofy.
You've
movie.
never seen the Goofy movie?
I've never seen the Goofy movie.
it's-
Yo.
I know how much you love the Goofy movie.
It's a classic. I don't
It really is.
understand.
So how old does Milo have to be before you show him the Goofy movie?
He's already seen it.
He's already seen it.
That was, I think it was when he came out of the womb. I think we had to wait for the umbilical to get cut and everything. But then we had it going immediately.
That's
But
great.
Right over there. Yeah.
yeah. Also, the music to it is phenomenal. Really good songs in that.
Goofy movie.
Yeah, really good songs.
You know who else is on? You know who else sings on the track? Tevin Campbell sings, but there's one song at the end that Tevin Campbell is singing with Rosie Gaines, and they both work with Prince on Graffiti Bridge because Rosie Gaines is part of Prince's band.
Prince was supposed to be in the Goofy movie as the character, and because Prince's schedule is a little weird, because he was just, I think, unreliable. They ended up going with Tevin Campbell. But yeah, it's a great movie. The other thing is, I will say, I hate Mickey Mouse. I hate that whole catalog. I was always more of a Looney Tunes person or a Muppets person. So I'm not even into Disney like that. And a Goofy movie is way better than it has any right to be. And that's what
Matter of fact, there was a song in the Goofy movie about it's called "On the Open Road" about them traveling. And as we were traveling up here, we were traveling down here. That song came on the Spotify.
It's true.
And we all turned it up, and Jesse turned it up, and we're all singing like "On the Open Road."
From the Goofy
Do
movie.
Yeah.
you need a break from modern living?
Yeah. For a place to shed your weary load. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good, but
Okay, because we don't sing on the podcast, so just a reminder.
well, you didn't sing on the podcast.
Yeah, we sang on the podcast. You didn't.
Yeah.
We did. So
That's what I'm saying. So there you have it. The all-time cartoon dad movie would be the Goofy movie. If you have not seen it, there you go. You can put it on your watch list. And I take it, since it is a Goofy movie, you can check that out on
it's on Disney Plus.
on Disney Plus. So that
I believe Meet the Robinsons is on Disney Plus also. Netflix? Okay. Yeah. It's on Netflix? Okay. And I believe
Goofy movie is one to check out, as well as, and again, some of the cartoon ones that we mentioned that are Disney cartoons, like Pinocchio, like Incredibles. Those you could definitely check out.
and
on
actually I
Disney
think they
Plus.
have that live action Pinocchio on Disney Plus also.
live action.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
because that does.
Yeah,
to the mics.
there's a live action. There was a live action Pinocchio movie like back in the 90s.
Oh. but that George says wasn't any good.
Yeah, it was weird. I'm not gonna lie. No cap. It was weird. Yeah, it was pretty weird. But go ahead, Kathy. You go ahead and talk. I'm just trying to find.
Okay, no, and I got totally distracted. It's like you go ahead and talk. I can't talk. I'm watching your screen. What are you looking for? What did we miss? But hey, the one thing I will say is to thank you guys for hanging out with us on a Saturday night. And you know how we do every Saturday night. We're talking a different bit of pop culture. Today was all about saying hey to our dads or cartoon dads. We'd also like to invite you to support the show by going to our link, buymeacoffee.com/kwalkcomedy. And even if you don't have time to buy us a coffee to help support the show, you can always give us a thumbs up or a like. That supports the show as well. And that's so cool. And we appreciate you guys for doing it. Consider like, share, subscribe. We appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
Did you find what you were looking
Yeah,
for?
I was trying to find out what next week's about.
Oh, what is next week about? I think it's about school being out. I mean, I know for me, school's been out for a couple of weeks, but for most folks, this week or next week is the end of school. And we are focusing on,
I don't know. I can't find it.
we are focusing on school being out. So I think that is what next week is about. If you were looking,
Yeah, it's about school being out. Okay.
School's out for summer. Like
Yeah, actually, he's
in
right.
the Goofy movie.
He's right because that is about school being out.
Oh my goodness.
and Goofy taking his son on a trip because
school's out.
Because school's out. And he feels like his son is going to be a thug.
So basically, we're going to change the whole podcast to Explain Pop Culture, or Kathy and Kenny reference the Goofy movie, and that'll just be what the show will be all about for next week. I don't know whether we did a lineup yet for July. Oh, you got it up.
Yeah.
But we will have to tackle something for July. No. What else you got for us?
I'm trying to. My computer's working incredibly slow here. It's this country living.
So is mine.
It's this country living.
So many devices are on the Wi-Fi, so I'm sure that is
that could be
is slowing it down.
That could
and
be it too.
Usually I wire indirectly, but because we were trying to come upstairs, get everybody on the show.
And I realized
something.
We would come upstairs, because so Dad wouldn't have to walk downstairs. But he was just downstairs.
He was walking downstairs. So
yeah. So I'm like, why did we do that? Because he's downstairs now, and there was no reason for us to do that. I'm sorry, because I'm just,
because we could have stayed downstairs.
We could have stayed
where I
downstairs.
had the lights all set up and
We had
everything was all
set up.
perfect, and the sound was okay, and and all right.
Oh, okay. So next year, you're right.
What?
Next week is a School's Out show.
I could be right. It
And
happens.
we have all the way
every
up
once
until
in a while.
July 24th.
Yeah. So, and then we're going to talk, I think the following week, we'll talk born on the 4th of July. So we'll go over some of our favorite patriotic themed movies and songs, perhaps. Who knows? I could just see the cover of that album I had, that Bruce Springsteen album. So that might have to come out next week. Anyway, or 2 weeks from now. What else are we talking about? I didn't know what that meant.
Comic book reaction?
Yeah, what's comic book reaction?
I have no idea.
I don't know. We had this great idea at the time.
I don't know.
and
We should
wrote it down.
have put a better note on that.
We needed a comment.
We needed a comment.
Yeah.
And then we're having a funk show. So
Funk show.
I gotta get a funk. I got a funk playlist already for that.
Okay, so there's going to be some funky stuff.
And
out
then I don't know what that means either. Unseen Gems.
Unseen Gems.
I have no idea.
I think I put that one on there. I think it would be cool to talk about the movies that a lot of people haven't seen, but are really great quality movies, like those little hidden movies.
Like Grease 2?
Okay, yeah, we're not talking Grease 2. My God. Hey, Archer, what's up? Your Instagram kind of inspired me. Usually we're, doing our thing from one location. I know you were out and about for Thursday's show. So that's why we're in a slightly different location.
Hey Archer, what's up, man? I
Is
tuned
the
in on-
only ID4 Independence Day 4 is the only movie. Is that coming out or Independence Day 4?
There's no Independence Day 4.
ID.
There's 1 and 2.
Nice. Oh, yeah. And I actually like Independence Day.
I like
think we
Independence Day,
talked
yeah.
some of those movies last time
Yeah,
for the 4th of July.
I like Independence. Independence Day is a good movie. I like that.
Yeah.
I could have been at a barbecue.
Okay. What else? What else do we want to say to the dads? Once again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day to my brother who's a father, my nephew who's a father, to my father who's a father. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you very
Awesome.
much for coming in, listening
Coming
to
over.
us. Sorry we're late. Sorry we're kind of haphazard today.
Yeah, I'm all over the place.
You know, we're all over the place. We're just having a good time with family, hanging out. George is on the floor doing some yoga. My dad's probably falling asleep in his chair. You know, that kind of thing. I'm going to go and have some sherbet.
The second one. I didn't know there was a second Independence Day.
There is. There's a second one. I didn't know there was a third one, though.
It was unseen.
The third Independence Day? Oh.
Number 2, the second Independence
There's a
Day.
second one. I know there's a third one for there to be a fourth one. So
Was it the same director?
I don't know. Archer was the same director.
For the Independence Day films?
Mm-hmm.
I know they were at odds with the people who were doing the X-Files films. And I know, well, not that the X-Files films were great because they weren't, even though I love the X-Files. Oh, you know what? We were going to give a T-shirt away.
You were?
Yes, I posted on our Facebook page a picture in the T-shirt that I had on, I think, Thursday. And I asked folks to name the TV show it came from and to like and share. And we were going to choose a winner. I don't think anybody named the TV show, so I'm not gonna reveal it. I'm gonna let it hang out there. I'm gonna repost it, and I'm also gonna put it on our IG stories and see if anybody can name that particular TV show and that T-shirt inspired, and see if we come up with a winner. Don't bang on the table.
I'm
Please.
sorry.
It's like every time you do that, it's like, okay, that's more audio we got to edit for the podcast.
My bad. My bad. I'm just rookie mistake. Rookie move.
Let me see if I can show people the shirt or a picture of the shirt. Do you know where it's from?
Mm-hmm.
Don't give it away.
I don't know where that's from.
You don't know where it's from.
I have a good idea where it's from.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen so you can see the picture.
I have a good idea where it's from.
You have a good. Okay, you could tell me after the show. Let's see if we can show people, and that's on our Facebook page, Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture. If you know what show that is, go to that picture, leave it in the comments, like and share, because we're going to give away one of these shirts, these T-shirts, Pop Culture Kids. And you are a pop culture kid if you know music, movies, television, games, trivia, just plain old stuff. So just look for that. And Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture. So check that out. So if you know where the Massive Dynamic T-shirt comes from, what TV show that is.
I think I do know where it comes from.
What part of popular culture history that is. Make sure you comment on that picture on our Facebook page, like and share.
The Facebook page, Hey Archer, is Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture. That's it.
Yeah,
Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture. That's the Facebook page.
That's the Facebook page. I guess, yeah, Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture, which I'm pretty sure you can, I think it's facebook.com/Kathy and Kenny. So we're going to put that in the comments. So if you haven't checked out our Facebook page, you can check it out. And again, if you can name that TV show, like and share, we will get you one of the black Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture Kid T-shirts. Yowza, yeah.
Yeah, you can look like us and have a Pop Culture Kid T-shirt. Yes.
So cool, so cool. So
I'm tapped.
I know we started late, but we have been kind of going, and it's kind of been a whirlwind 48 hours for you guys because they drove down yesterday. They're heading back tomorrow, but pretty cool to have this kind of neat surprise and family visiting. And once again, happy birthday to our dad. Happy Father's Day to the fathers. We are Kathy and Kenny. This is Pop Culture. We appreciate you. We will see you here next Saturday night.
God bless your soul and keep living. Peace.
All right. Oh, I guess this is where I'm supposed to have the logo come in for the end.
You don't have the logo?
I do.
Okay.
I'm
Get
just
this-
messing.
okay. All right, just
I should roll it.
Bye. We're rolling the logo for the end.
You know, we need
There's
like
no after credits either.
It's
This
not
ain't a Marvel movie.
It's not anymore. But we need like a Donnie and Marie kind of. You know how they had that little song at the end, like good night, everybody. May tomorrow be a special day. May you find love and happiness along. May God keep you. Come on, somebody.
I'm sorry. Bye, y'all. Bye. Go.
And
Bye.
like even on like Carol Burnett, and she did the little thing with her ear, and they had a special way to kind
Close it
of
out.
say good. It's so okay. Bye, y'all.
Thank you for geeking out with Kathy and Kenny on Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture.